This is a educational video. I went to an estate sale, and these were put back in the box that the new pads that came in, well, along with all the extra shims that weren't used and anti-squeak clips. I think they either they saved all the old ones or they only changed some of them. That doesn't matter. I mean, whoever did the job, they probably knew what they were doing. But if you look at these here, this one here, you can see that's down to the holes where it's bonded to the backing. This one here is down to the holes where it's bonded into the backing. Actually, all four of them are. But some guy, I know I turned you all sideways, but some guy is trying to sell this stuff and sell these as perfectly good auto parts, and it took me like 10 minutes to explain to him that you cannot sell this, and these are down past the wear indicators. Yeah, all these wear indicators will have been chirping every time you hit the brakes. They may have actually been grinding continuously while you're driving, wearing grooves in the rotors. But yeah, thankfully somebody had changed these. This one here, you see that copperish coating coming through? That's probably part of the backing. It's wearing through into the backing there. That's not good. Those were unsafe on the road. Thankfully somebody changed them. But somebody that doesn't know anything, because they're in the new parts box, which I do that. It's like I do it with the Explorer in case I check a pad, because I've had some cheap pads break apart. So you save your old ones in case you got a broken one. You can do a repair on a weekend when the auto parts store's closed. You can do a repair and get by for a month or two, then buy some really good brake pads like I've got on mine. I've got heavy duty Wagners on the Explorer, and they're rated for heavy duty trailer towing. They were the most aggressive brake pads other than full metallics I could get. And yeah, I've worked the rotors front and rear using them. Had to put rotors on last year. Thought I was going to have to change front ones, but no, they were fine. I'd actually bought another set of brake pads for nothing. So when they start squeaking, I'll swap them. But these things here, man, that there, you cannot sell that to people. If a repair shop tried to install these on a customer's car and the state found out about it, the state highway patrol inspectors would come in and probably shut them down, because they'd be too ignorant to work on motor vehicles in the state of Ohio. I cannot stress enough how, if you don't know what you're doing selling parts at a garage sale, then just put something down for cheap. I ended up, once the guy realized that these were not usable brake pads, these were old ones, he wanted money still. Then I said I'd just take them for the scrap metal, because it's about 2 pounds here. And it's about, I think the calculation's about 5.2 cents a pound right now. So, yeah, I said, really, I was told the guy, I'm like, it's 10 cents worth of scrap metal. Well, he was thinking, he still couldn't understand. He thought that 5 pounds would be $1. I said to him, no. It'd be 5 times 10, which would be 50 cents for 5 pounds, plus the scale only reads in 10-pound increments. I took these for free to recycle them, to make sure that nobody else is ever driving on those. And I'll take them, I'll put them in a soup can like that there. And at the scrap yards, if you got these things packed full of actual metal, and like this plug here, now I can pull out those brass pieces, or I can see, because there's copper wires inside there and the brass, so that's containing enough metal for unclean sheet, and I can get rid of it. Same thing with the aluminum foil balls. I can throw them in there. There's some of the stuff has to be picked out, but that can go as unclean sheet. Same with those aluminum dryer vent hose pieces. They're not thick enough for to be aluminum cans. The refrigerant can there, I take that and I smash it down, or run over it with the trailer tire and smash it flat, they'll accept it. Not all scrap yards are the same, but here, if I do it, I take in a load of unclean sheet, they will accept it with it. Anyways, that's all for today's education. I may do another one later. Bye.